Hey, wild craze. Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Doesn't it look happy? I love this plane. It's a really cute plane. It's a very happy plane. I'm trying to decide for the social whether I should post this photo or this photo. This one is centered. The woman, the person, the pilot's looking straight at us. This one, a little more shy. You can see the on the side here. You can see the propeller. I might go with this one a little bit less balanced. But that's the hard thing about photography for me, is choosing which picture afterwards. I can do it better now, but still sometimes it takes a while. Center is bad. I never figure out that emote. The emoticon, I should say. Yeah. Well, sometimes it works, you know. Maybe just the whole airplane. How about I just show the whole airplane? This one here, also the edge, the top edge here. I could crop it. I don't like that white on the top edge there. Let's just show the whole airplane. I took this. Oh, that's a thumb up Pac-Man? Oh, got it. Okay, he's like this, and he's going thumbs up, and his shoulder is like this. Got it. Interesting. That's awesome. Maybe we should make that website that we're making into a list of emoticons. I was thinking about what the heck to do with that, but look at this. Marcus, I bought, finally, I ticked. Oh, why is the tick not shown here? But I'm sorry, I clicked OK. I just bought Microsoft Flight Simulator Deluxe after ages promising it. Done, it's bought. Downloading right now. Oh, it's downloaded. So today we're gonna do some landing challenges, but I also want to try out the Cessna with the 172 with gauges. Let's see if it's here now. No, it's expensive, but I do like this game. I thought I should have the deluxe. Here you go. There's the Aerobat. Never flown the Aerobat before. Look how kind of fat the 172 is compared to the 152. It's like a chunky thing. Here, this one without the glass pocket. I'm curious about that. How are you? Did you find that tree? And I still don't understand exactly what the Ghost Recon thing is, but it's a combination of a puzzle outside the game and then inside the game, I think. But does a tree appear in game then? I'm gonna do it maybe later today even. Hey, Little Ducky 101, first time viewer, welcome. Little Ducky 101. Ducky 101. Ducky 101. Ducky 101. Oh no, that's really cool. I really appreciate. I mean, more and more people. It's going to be a group effort. It's going to be like sort of World War II worldwide effort to fix this climate problem. So, you know, if everyone does their bit, like about promoting, you know, actually planting the trees, getting electrical cars powered up, replacing the fuel ones, etc., then we can get it. I think for the social, I'm gonna use the whole airplane. I'm gonna use this one, the whole airplane. Then the question is that one, or that one? That one is the more balanced one. Maybe I'll do one for Twitter and one for the. Here, let's take this one. This is what 05231. Just doing the socials here. 05231. Let's go to Twitter and post this announcement. Yeah, best part is every tree cost will be money to charity. That's good. I wish they were giving more money, but landing challenges. Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'll leave the landing rate leaderboard is there. Stream starting now at twitch.tv/hypertexthero. That's me. And I'll put that landing rate leaderboard. I do have SimToolkit Pro activated. That means that if you want to get into the landing rate leaderboard, there will be prizes 21st of December. I'll be drawing, we'll give prizes to the top 3 people on this list. Today I'm going to do a bunch of landings, so it's a good way to get on that leaderboard. I mean, you have the usual suspects in the lead, but hey, the people who spend the most time on the stream will have the higher chance of winning, of course. Now I'm just going to drag and drop this thing here. I'll put happy airplane tags as well, because it's a pretty happy airplane, this NX Cub. Let me copy that, because I'm going to use pretty much the similar thing for the gram. All right, that's that. Here comes IG. Happy Flappy. Dick 99. Thank you. Grace. Getting in there straight away. And another new thing on the stream today. I don't know if it's going to work properly because I'm a total amateur setting this up. We do have 2 new redeemables. One is called Resourceful. Like this little you see this little button over here? Like here. We have Resourceful, which is a new one, and we also have Ramble versus Computers. These will be the first ever video redeemables here. I don't know if they're gonna work, so if you want to try it out, go right ahead. If you got the points. If you don't, just hang out a bit, then you'll get them. All right, let's select. Let's for the Instagram. I'll put a different picture. I'll put one of the close-ups. I think I'm gonna go with the one that's not centered, but let's see if I can crop it a little bit. Yeah. That works. This is the ice cream paradox. I have the points, but if I use points, I don't have them anymore. Yeah, I know. That's it is a. Is that what it's called? An ice cream paradox? All right. Yeah, that looks okay. Let's just quickly. Right, let's quickly try the other one and see what that looks like, the totally center one, because there's going to be an Instagram post, going to be a center there anyway, right? I kind of like the straight up one, but that red there on the left kind of unbalances a bunch. Right? Yeah, let's go for the other one. And here comes Grantiger Martin with a sub. Thank you so much, Grantiger. Grand Tiger Martin. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. All right, let's try, what was it? This one here. Just doing the socials on screen. Yeah, this one's pretty good. We could even... Let's just leave it right there. We're not going to worry too much about it. Gonna paste... Ooh, that's Little Ducky. Checking out a brand new follower here. I'm gonna fly an airplane that kind of looks like a little duck later. What am I looking for? Oh, the Twitter. Okay, I just want to take the text from the Twitter to save me a little bit of typing here. Take it from there. And we'll just paste in the Instagram. This one time I wanted ice cream. There is ice cream in the freezer, but if I eat the ice cream, it won't be there anymore. I'd use F-thirds and have pilot in one crossing and plain face in the other. Oh, a rule of like a third of f-stops. Landing challenges. Microsoft Flight Simulator stream starting now at. We don't need the hypertext transfer protocol thing there. Happy airplane. Okay, that's fine. Rule of thirds or fourths. Thirds or something. I generally break rules, you know. One of the favorite rules I like breaking in photography is to hey Bruce, that's a good picture. Follow there. One of my favorite rules that I like breaking in photography is don't shoot into the sun. I love shooting into the sun. Rules are made to be broken. Did it post? Double check. Yep, there we are. Boom. Okay. Close you down. Close you down. All right, let's first thing out. Let's try one of our new airplanes. We just got Microsoft Flight Simulator Deluxe. While it says golden ratio would be optimal, but thirds are easier. Yeah. You know, 1 to 1.618 is that golden ratio? Like there's this ratio in nature that. Look it up quickly because the stream hasn't started yet. We're still golden ratio. It's basically a mathematical ratio that's all over the place in nature, in the shape of shells, in the shape of, in the distribution of seeds, and whatever it's called in the face of a sunflower, for example. All sorts of stuff. Kind of funny that, here you go, Foster plant. Kind of funny that they don't put a nice image right in the front. This is the classic one right there. And it's a very pleasing ratio. The Greeks used it in a lot of their buildings. But, you know, it's not a set rule, but it is a pretty pleasing rule. I quite like 3:2. Like Leica cameras, or most, you know, a lot of cameras have 3:2 aspect ratio. A little bit more cinematic than the 7:5 or whatever it is, the default iPhone, and it's not quite as cinematic and as long as the aspect ratios cameras. Okay. And it's not quite as long as 16:9, which is very beautiful and cinematic, but it's almost too big. You have to like move your head from side to side. Okay, but is there a good graphic here for you to see? I guess the side here is. There you go, that's a little bit more. Well, 3:2 is not even there. Weird. Weird anyway. If I need a wide photo, I'll merge several into a panorama. Yeah, if I was doing landscapes, I'd probably do the same thing. Or night photography and stuff. But generally when I take a picture, I want it to be as... The ratio, aspect ratio, I generally like it to be consistent with everything else, because not just because I'm a stickler for consistency, I'm obsessed about consistency, is because I get used to it in my head, and then if something fast is happening, I don't have to think. I kind of know if I need to be closer, if I should be further away, and I don't use zoom lenses very often. I don't even have a zoom lens. I haven't had one for probably 10 years. My zoom lens is my feet. I run towards it or run away from it or walk, you know, raw. Microsoft Flight Simulator Deluxe. Let's try to take the Aerobat for a spin. Okay, I never flew in this airplane because I don't have. Let me just make sure that I don't have to download anything else in the marketplace. Everything has been downloaded already. Update. Where do I owned installed? Got pretty confused with this. Was it in profile content manager? That's where I'm looking. Okay, we're good. Everything installed. That wasn't too bad. 3 GB download. Isn't it nearly the same as the Neofly one? Not really thought about it. What are you talking about? The Cessna? Oh, okay. This I just bought Microsoft Flight Simulator Deluxe, which adds 10 airplanes like this one. The Skyhawk without the glass cockpit, without the G1000. What else? It also adds, I think either this Longitude and the Shock Ultra, I think. And I think the 787, the Dreamliner, it adds that too. There you go, the Dreamliner and the Cirrus, this one here. This adds the Cirrus SR22 as well. Now I have the complete, maybe another one of these diamonds, I don't remember. But now I have the complete package from Microsoft Flight Simulator finally. I'm very excited about playing out more of this plane, the Pilatus or Pilatus, I never know how to pronounce things. DC-6 Porter. But for now, and it adds the Cessna 152 Aerobat, which is the one that's rated for aerobatics. Take it for a spin. Yeah, the 152 Banner 2, I think it's, I don't know if it's, I think it's pretty much the default Cessna with just the banner attached to the model. My understanding. Where should we go fly? I saw today the Neofly Treasure is like all the way down here somewhere. One of the most here, look where it is, I'll show you. The most remote places on Earth, pretty much. Over the sea. There's an island near it, but there's no airfield from what I can see on the island. You used to enjoy using the Pipistrel for sightseeing, slow and good visibility. And it has a nice name, Pipistrel. I like that name. A bird, right? Yeah, so today Neofly, look at where the Neofly treasure is. Near Heard Island and McDonnell Islands, Australia, I think. But look at this place. It's like a volcano that is covered in ice. I don't see a runway there. We just click there and change with the Cessna Aerobat and see if we can land on top of that volcano for a test. That's just right straight down from India here. Just take a straight shot straight down from the navel of India there, all the way down towards Antarctica near Prids Bay. Let's go see if we can. I'm not gonna do it via Neofly. I just want to take this plane for a spin. And let's find India. Let's go straight down. Let's not put live weather. Let's just make the Earth be a little bit brighter here. Here it is. Right here. Let's put ourselves there. With a Cessna Aerobat. Do you have any nice liveries? Look at this. A weird little livery. Let's just take the default one though. I like to just have bog standard default when I try something. It's gonna be too difficult to generate a terrain map and only put random treasure on or near land. Yeah, I'm hoping that in the future Neofly, hey Matt. I'm hoping that in future Neofly updates they will have that. All right, let's say that we wanted to go to a precise location. I've done this before on stream, but you know, not everyone is always here all the time. That's why we need teachers Teachers should be paid much more than they do, you know. Because there's new people around all the time. And maybe there's older people who want to learn new stuff. So go on Google Maps. I'm looking at the navel of India there. There's Sri Lanka, a dear friend of mine, Nesh, is from there. He lives here in New York. Go straight down from Sri Lanka all the way down towards Antarctica. And there's this little island here, Heard and McDonald Islands. I'm going to right-click right here. I'm going to click on the latitude and longitude thing, which will copy to the clipboard. Then I'm going to go back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm going to click on the search bar and I'm going to paste it. And boom! There we go. That is where we're going to take off from. This right here. Well, it says, I saw an interesting video on YouTube about someone making an airdrop game with real-world geography. Like for Microsoft Flight Simulator or just its own like custom game? Standalone, cool. I often see streamers playing GeoGuessr. I never played it before, but I really like this idea about using an existing service like, you know, Google Maps or whatever they use for GeoGuessr and gamifying it a little bit, making a game. Speaking of which, hey, Devil Dude, how's it going, man? Happy Monday. The latest game that I found that is pretty cool is called Font, I think. It's not really a game. Coding font, maybe. Kind of like a hot or not for coding typefaces. Doesn't have loads of them, but I think maybe you can load more. Your game has now corrected of landing challenges. Awesome. Cool. I'm gonna do some landing challenges myself today. I haven't done many of them, but not just the Microsoft Flight Simulator ones. I'm gonna do like my own. And the first one we're gonna go right here. We're gonna go over here with the new Cessna, well, new for me, Cessna 152 Aerobat. I just got Microsoft Flight Simulator Deluxe. And by the way, just a shout out to Josh here, who I played Arma with, my great friend's friend. So friend's friend is my friend too, as far as I'm concerned, and we play Arma now together. He just mentioned to me a new Microsoft font that came out. The heck was it called? It is called, you can look here. Cascadia. It comes with, I think, Visual Studio if you're in the Windows world. I don't think it's on discount. I just had this money burning a hole in my pocket that I was meant to buy that, and I finally just got it because I kept forgetting. I could put this nice little tick next to Microsoft Flight Simulator Deluxe. Cascadia coding font. That's a pretty nice one. It's very like I usually like just the default macOS Monaco, but this one is pretty nice. I haven't really test driven it too much, but it's kind of like it has like italic and cursive, you know, for a monospace coding font. It's pretty unusual, and a bunch of ligatures supporting like modern typeface, modern operating system typographical niceties. Different weights, you know, like there's a bold, there's a regular, there's a light, there's a thin. Looks pretty nice. I hadn't heard of it, so thank you, Josh, for letting me know about the Microsoft Cascadia coding font. But 2 seconds, let's go back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to the Heard Island and McDonald Islands. Let me put that on the stream title. Starting at Heard, one of the most remote places on Earth. Heard Island and McDonald Island. There's no airport there, so there's no, as far as I know, there's no use putting an iCal code. We're gonna try to land where we can with Aerobat over here. Opa! Thank you for following, Pianchibro. Thank you very much. Here, I'll give you a follow back right away since we're starting up here. I like following back. I like all right. Who else do we have? We had someone else there, but I'll leave it like that for now. Go back afterwards and check. Even more remote than Bouvet. I don't know if it's more remote than Bouvet, but it's pretty remote, right? I mean, look at it. It's like the nearest thing. There's this island over here, but Australia, like it's the Antarctica down here. It's like, boom. That's where we're going. Here we go. First time in the... Okay, Tracker still has that bug. I hope they put out a... Look at this ice. I hope they put out a... On the volume here. They put out a hot fix for this because it is frustrating to fly with Track IR without a 3,000 feet. Let's try to climb a little bit. Feels like quite a bit of a wind here. I'm not surprised. And things are probably gonna start freezing up soon, so I better already where's the peak carb? Let's already pull that back a bit. Can we see a temperature reading outside? Below zero, yeah. We're like a few degrees below, like 2 or 3 degrees below zero. So let's make sure we have pitot heat on. I think that should be enough. Keep us flying without freezing up any instruments. Look at oh nice! Look at this! Oh, that's what I get for Microsoft Flight Simulator Deluxe. I get like better visibility on the roof of the Cessna. That's nice. Look at that. I like that. I like that. Look at that. I can... Yes, okay, I like that. This looks new here. What is this little thing? Accelerometer. I guess it's the aerobat is rated for aerobatics, I assume, so I guess that's why you would have an accelerometer, so you can see how many G's you've pulled. Are there any pilots here on the stream that want to explain why it's useful to know, or non-pilots too, why it's useful to know how many G's you've pulled in the flight? Please feel free to chime in. And as always, if my voice my voice levels are unbalanced, just let me know and I'll have to fix it up. I'm trying to climb here. I am on just, I think, like 2,500 feet, but I'm having a little bit of trouble climbing. In Flight Simulator X, my different passions had different tolerances. I'm not convinced. Looking for the measuring tool. Look how low we are. There's a lot of wind here. I'm gonna turn the other way. I'm about to stall here. This very strong wind. Is anything else I forgot? Because I feel like I'm losing power on this thing. Or is it just the strength of the wind? Not enough, they didn't have fun too much. They'd be sick to clean up. There's Matt in a PC-6, wonderful airplane. I'm struggling in my Cessna here. Turn the Microsoft Flight Simulator volume a bit higher so I can try to listen to what the engine is doing. kind of want to climb up there, but really having trouble climbing this thing right now. I think it's the speed of the wind. I wanted to land on the top of the mountain, but I don't know if I'll be able to make it with this Cessna. And I assume that Microsoft Flight Simulator models like if the wind is coming from that direction, which is roughly north, okay? I assume that being behind the mountain here, the mountain would change the wind a little bit. I mean, I know it still flows around it. Is there still the bug of the disappearing multiplayer airplanes? Oh no, Matt's behind me now. Okay, cool. Excellent visibility in the Cessna. You can see as these, like a flying car, really. There he is. Ooh, getting thrown around by this turbulence. He's got the skis. Nice. Nice. Where should I land on this thing? I mean, there's a lot of ice. I should be okay with the ice of this this landing gear. I want to try to climb up there, but I'm really having a tough time here. Try to climb a little bit. Very Spartan get some screenshots there, and I've been reading Bud Anderson's book, Fly and Fight, about his experiences as a P-51 Mustang pilot. Triple Ace in World War II, and he was talking about, you know, how he measured the skill of a pilot by how well they could fly formation one way. So it's difficult, you know. Keep on stay close to someone else, and I'm not very skilled at it. Matt, for example, much more skilled than I am, but it's interesting because in World War II then they didn't have radar. You know, they had radar on the ground, didn't have them on the airplanes, and even then, you know, it was all visual. So, and they would fly in horrendous weather. They would take off like through fog and climb, try to get above the weather and form up. So they'd have to stay really close together to be able to see and not get lost, not lose each other, and stay. This is very important to have stay together. Your wingman can look at your six, can look after you while you concentrate on what's ahead. And not gonna land on the sea, maybe? There's a big ice shelf down there. You want to try to climb up here. So it's just amazing that they would fly really close together in formation in bad weather. Really rough flying. Really amazing to read about it. I'm enjoying the book a lot. I'll be doing more flights in the P-51, likely tomorrow. DCS and IL-2 both. What a crazy place. It's a larger island than I would think from the map, but actually if you just get your hand around how the scale of things when you're looking at a world map, then it's actually quite a big place. Surprised there's no, I mean, I guess no one lives here, you know, it's probably too cold to be around. So there are colder places probably, but it's too remote to have an airstrip. I'm gonna slowly keep trying to climb here. Here the wind seems much calmer than I'm heading northwest here to the northeast on the other side of this mountain. It's very rough. Really like this sky view through these. Oh, can I move this thing? Oh no, can't. We're at 3,000 feet. We are climbing very slowly. Try to get to these clouds here and see what they do to the airplane, and then maybe we'll decide to land on the ground here, someone, and that will be our first landing rates powered landing. I think Matt is down over there. Maybe I'll just go follow him instead of waiting to climb all the way there. Taking ages. Let's go down and see Matt, and look at how close I am to the ground here. It's so difficult to see in this bright white world of snow here. I don't have the skis, but hopefully that'll be okay still. That does look like some sort of volcanic ash down there. And here you go, if you want to get on the landing rate leaderboard. Now's the time. Oh yeah, snow there in Wild? Is it covered in snow this morning? It was weird. Yesterday was warm yesterday. Flaps are down. Matt is off again. Guess the wind's coming this way. Not enough snow to worry about. Like if it snows hard, you kind of get snowed in. Do you have like a town that's close to you, like with a supermarket and stuff, or do you have to think ahead about food and stuff like that? I may inquire. Urban enough. Copy that. Alright, I'm gonna land right in this little spot here that Matt landed at. There goes the flap. There go the flaps. Difficult to judge the height. Oh, that's good. Half a kilometer away. Coming in a little steep, but I think it's a very strong wind. Very tricky to judge this. It's just so bright white. Oh, that was a pretty hard bump. That was tricky. Wow, because of the wind. Now that I have my little laptop set up again, I can update the landing rate leaderboard immediately. Oh, and here comes Matt laying right next to us in the pits. It's a beautiful airplane. Let's go take a quick look at it. So awesome. I really wish they didn't do this thing about that Microsoft didn't have this thing about you know, turning the plane transparent when you're close to someone else. Let me move a little bit further here. There. Whoa. You think they should go transparent? I guess it's just for me like as a screenshotter. They just kind of, you can't get them close to be, you can't, if they're too close, it's like if you try to get a group picture of people and the people around you start going transparent, you know, I don't want that to happen. But that's the context that I'm talking about. But I understand there is gameplay reasons to do it. This crazy airplane, really cool airplane. Oh, blocking your view, like it would be like a bit of a way of griefing people by blocking their view. Two very pretty airplanes. All right, let me yeah, I think you know, when you can have when you can have like two good reasons why it should be one way or the other, then I like it to be a setting, you know. Here, let me put Wild Craze with 10 points now on the landing rate leaderboard. Total, the leader of both the current and the total all-time score. Deploying to the website. Matt says, I always thought the PC6 was ugly, but I've been flying a bit and it's grown on me. Yeah, my first thought of it was like, first thought of it was that it looks like something built in Balsa Model Flight Simulator. And someone just shunted some flaps. Because look at that tail. Like shunted on, it's totally square. But it grew on me very quickly. I love the visibility, and I kind of like that the pointy nose that make it look like a flying wolf. Like a flying racer, those dogs with a long snout or something. I even like the sort of turbine-powered sounding engine in its own way. Very strange. It looks a bit skinny, yeah, it's very skinny. I mean, look. It looks like, you know, a Focke-Wulf 190D Adora, the front. Alright. Guess we'll do a... I'm gonna leave this one here. I'm gonna quit, and let's go do a landing challenge. Alright. It looks like it should be one of those Disney movies where the planes all have faces. Yeah, the friendliest plane... Yeah, this is like the big bad wolf that chases the... Okay, we'll do this in the next... I'll bring in an X-Cub, and then we'll put the big bad wolf, if you want to join me, Matt, next to the friendly little piglet. Okay, look at this boxy thing. All right, we try that now. Let's take a look at what Wild Craze. Let's see, what time is it at Wild Craze's place? Over in Norway. Oh, it's getting dark. Still maybe a little light. Often forget the name of the airfield. Is it around here somewhere? Enov. Okay, let's go check out Enov. And let's give ourselves you know, live everything, but then I'm gonna put it at 3:05 p.m. And I'm gonna take the very friendly looking the Shock Ultra with skis. Oh no, it's not the Shock Ultra, it's the Cub. Where is it? The friendliest looking airplane Microsoft Flight Simulator, I believe. This one here. With skis. Alright. That's Enov. Hey, Joey! We're comparing we're talking about the personality, the character, the visual character of airplanes in Microsoft Flight Simulator and doing landing challenges at the same time. If you want to get on the leaderboard, you don't have to be watching. You can just go like follow the instructions here. And if you get in, you know, maybe someone Mort is the closest one to be able to beat Wild Craze. Now he's too. No, it's not a competition to. It is, but it's, you know, you don't need to. Might just want to get on the leaderboard. Get a link to your Twitch or your website, whatever you prefer. Thanks, Joey. Joey coming with the classic 69. Ooh, look at this. It's beautiful. I'm just gonna take off, do a circuit, and land. Thanks, Walkers, for 101. Alright, the friendliest plane in the Microsoft Flight Simulator hangar. Very happy. Alright, I'm gonna move this camera back here so we can maybe do a flyby view. Ooh, getting dark. Maybe I should make it, let's make it a little bit earlier. Wow, look at that weather. Leave it here. Happy with a giant right dimple. Yeah. Very happy little airplane. Okay, it is pretty cold here in Norway. Let's see if we need to put on any where's the temperature gauge? I am thinking about doing the second stage of that Terry Fox charity race that I missed because I was away from my computer. I was in Italy. And if anyone wants to accompany, it would be a 12-hour stream from Thunder Bay in Canada to, I think, Victoria in Canada. The temperature down here, 5 degrees centigrade. I guess we don't need ice yet. Here we go. Where was the brake again? I always forget these. Mixture. A different airplane. The heck are the brakes on this thing? They're just like you press something? Go B? Yeah. A crosswind. We're up. Aiming towards the end of the runway because we're going to do this now. Oh. I think there's another... I'm rusty with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh, look at that sunset. I'm rusty with Microsoft Flight Simulator, so there's a key, I think, that makes the drone stay in place. It doesn't move, and I forgot what it is. The tab? Tab. Here you come. Here comes the flyby view. Here it comes. Nice. Can't wait until that's one button press instead of having to set it all up. Right pattern from the end, copy that. I'm going left. Oh, look at this ice effects. That's cool. Are those ice effects? Oh no, I think it was just on my windshield. I thought it was some icing effects. Oh, there are icing effects. Look at that. That is nice. Thanks, Joey. Yeah, I love what's going on with these flight simulators these days, that video games in general, that they all have camera modes and stuff, because, you know, I love movies. Put the flaps up. I love photography and cinematography, so it's just nice to be able to do it. A little tricky to fly from outside view with all these mountains and trees and stuff. Not entirely accurate, but looks nice in sim. So you take a right turn after, otherwise you get in trouble with air traffic control. Huh? All right, here you go. If you want to get in the landing rate, I already have a prediction from Joey and Wild Craze. I'm gonna do some touch and goes here. Various different types of airplanes. And we'll do some landing challenges. This is gonna be flying for a while today. Very pretty place, look at this. Just like a magical sort of fairy tale type place. Let's do it properly. Let's talk to air traffic control and actually I don't think this tower is controlled actually. But I'll just tell them I'm coming in for touch and go. Runway is gonna be 06, right?
Echo November Oscar Victor traffic hypertext hero 11 miles.
Thanks, Joe. Hope you're having an excellent Monday.
Go right traffic runway 06.
24? Oh dear. I always get confused about that. You know what I should do? I should design my own on stream. I should make my own diagram about this stuff. Then it will stick in my head. You're right, it's 24, okay, because it's the one I'm going towards, the direction I'm going to, and the number will be on this side, right? But that's the direction it's going to. I always get confused by this stuff. Right? I'll go around one more time to do it correctly. $24.
Echo November Oscar Victor traffic hypertext hero 11 miles northeast 1,200 feet inbound touch and go left traffic runway 24.
All right. One of my pet projects is complaining when other games get numbers wrong. I'm glad you're complaining because I learned from it. There's a screenshot. Gorgeous. Alright, cut power. Throw the flaps down. Hey, 0 to Hero, Alec. How's it going, man? Thank you for the hydrate. And I'm coming in pretty steep here. But it's a touch and go, so we can actually go pretty fast. Let's put the flaps up a couple of notches. Yeah, this is gonna be, I'm just gonna touch and go, so I'm just, I'm not looking at the poppy right now. Trying to make it smooth. Hey, and Joey! An applause! Ha! Well, it's 69. Pretty close, so it's minus 84 feet per minute. We're doing a series of landings and touch and goes today. Joey here with a win. This is end of default Microsoft Flight Simulator scenery. It's near Wild Craze's home in Norway. I don't have live weather on. It's a few hours before the time it is over there, but look how beautiful this is. Do you have Microsoft Flight Simulator, Alec? I forget. I don't think I've ever seen you play it. I think you stick with the I2 and stuff, right? Oh, look at that. That looks crazy. It looks like a a god emanating from the clouds. Can your PC run it? Would your PC be able to run it okay? I mean, I think that in lower settings, other PCs can generally run it okay. Maybe I should do a Microsoft Flight Simulator giveaway. Ghostbusters Ghost, yeah. Another one, that's more like a Super Mario Brothers Ghost right there. Thanks, Walkrace, for the prediction. Looks like one who pass. Alright, let's try another one. This one I'll come to a stop. My very friendly airplane. The X-Cub with his keys. Thanks, Joe. I'll do another touch and go for this, and then I want to go and fly above those clouds a bit. Yeah. This thing is pretty sturdy. If that was the BN2 or something, I would have had Microsoft Flight Simulator Queen of Death. Let me go around one more time and tell them I'm coming in for another touch and go, just to be fairly correct here.
Echo November Oscar Victor traffic hypertext Hero 11 miles northeast 1,000 feet inbound touch and go left traffic runway 24.
Yes, Pog. EOG, huh? Yeah, that comfort bonus is gone after that stunt I just did. Rolled this thing. Up power. Another touch and go, and then we'll try to get above the clouds to see what it looks like from up there. Enjoy of another one. Holy shit, dude. Wait, okay, 3 off. That's pretty cool. 2 for Joey. I won't forget to increment the counter. And off we go into a sunset here in Norway. Gorgeous scenery. Look at that ice forming. Thanks, Wild. Can't be stopped. Can't be stopped like a hot torch on butter. Alright, I'm gonna try to climb up. Oh, there's like some sort of little tower. Almost looks like an Italian campanile from the angle I was looking at. Stunning views of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Rapunzel's tower. Who was Rapunzel again? Was that from what book is that from? What story? Cool story, Bob. Okay, gonna run into some clouds here. Hopefully I won't smash into a mountain on the other side of it. Let's try to keep climbing without stalling. Keep an eye on our instruments. We have this nice G1000, I think. Is this a G1000, whatever this thing is? It gives us a view of the landscape too, so even if we are in cloud, we can see what's ahead of us. Amazing technology in these airplanes these days. The fairy tale Rapunzel. I don't think I've ever actually read or watched a fairy tale, but I've heard the name. More recently, the movie Tangled. Cool. All right. Where are we? Quite a bit of a climb. There's a peak over there. Beautiful part of the world. Oh, it's right there. And this is what it looks like on the top of the cloud of this wonderful sunset. I'm gonna land, come to a stop, and then we'll try a proper landing challenge. Okay, I've written a mental note on my brain here that Joey has won 2 of the landing rate challenges in this little section here. I'll update that when I'm down. Almost tempted to go outside. Yeah, this was a few hours ago, I think, though, because now it's night, right? But dude, I would put on my snow boots and I would go for a little photo shoot. Keep your batteries in your pockets against your skin so they don't get drained in the cold. All right, here we go.
Echo November Oscar Victor traffic hypertext hero 12
This is good. That's gonna be a. This is gonna be a. This is gonna be actually a. Often. Gonna be a runway 24, and I want full stop.
Echo November Oscar Victor traffic hypertext hero 12 miles west 3,600 feet inbound to land runway 24.
Yeah, I've photographed here in New York City in like a blizzard, basically. You want to see what I wore? Actually made a little thing, a little airplane really high up there, I think. This was some years ago. I was so excited about the snow because I'm not used to seeing snow, you know, I'm not used to living in a place that has snow. I was so excited that I just went out. I didn't care it was snowing, it was sleet, it was wet. I just put gloves, put on I bought snow boots when I came here for the first time in my life, and excuse me. Making me cough, I remember how cold it was. Don't worry, this is not gin or whiskey or tequila, it's just water. It's not coffee either, even though I keep it in a coffee thing. Descend to the clouds here. Oh, there goes Stratcayart. Here it is back. What I like with snowy season is there's ice water in the tap. Yeah, that is really nice. I like that too. Although here in New York, they put the heat so hot in the apartment that if the pipes can be closed, so you have to leave the water running for a while for it to get cold, even in winter. Then it gets really cold, but you do have to let it run for a while. Kind of lost of this airfield. No, it is here. Okay. Is that gonna be runway 24? I think so. Yeah. All right. Flaps down all the way this time. And here we go. Our happy little airplane coming in. We're landing in Echo November Oscar Victor by Wild Crazes home here in Norway. Then we're gonna try a landing challenge of the official ones. We'll pick one and we'll do it. I've done a few of them, like probably like 3 or 4. It would be nice eventually to get a alpha grade in all of them. All of them are pretty tricky though. And Joey with 3 out of 3. Whoa. 3 out of 3 for Joey Bowl. Getting up there. Took a bite. Ah, whoa. Oh, look at those skis. They're so cool. Oh, shit. Watch out. How's that for a stop? That was pretty cinematic. Wow, almost hit that tree, I think. Or maybe it's just, I think it's just the angle. Alright, an applause for Joey. Let me give a shout out here for this. I'll give a shout out for Joey. Also wanted to give a shout out for Wild Craze because this is near his hood, the real world. Joey getting already high here on 4th place on this current leaderboard. Elias still ahead because his name starts with E. Joey Bolo 77. Let me also increment his total score, which is the bottom. Where is that? 8 all time. He passed Mort because his J comes before M. Okay. Told my little other computer to update the website. We'll turn off the airplane. You can just do that. We'll go back to me. Dark season now. Mountain on the right. Block the sun from my house. Straightish ahead. I can leave chocolate on the living room table all day. You can put you can use the outdoors as a fridge too in winter there, right? Oh, crazy. That's crazy. Here, I'll show you what I wore when I photographed in New York. What was it called? Outfit. I think it's in the. Here you go. This is what I wore. All right. So heavy jacket. It was pretty cold. I wore two. I made this as a joke, you know, like one of those like fashion magazines, old school from like the 1980s fashion magazine typography. This heavy scarf that Amber's dad gave me. I wore two hats, hoodies. I forgot what they're called. I wore this funny little sweater, a t-shirt, this funny little sweater with a picture of a shocked reindeer. This jacket is really nice. It's like a North Face thing. It has like an inside thing that's like feather, and you can zip it out, and then the outside is a bit waterproof, and it has a hood too. There's a Leica. What's that stuff? And a couple of batteries, passport, wallet, little notebook, pen, SD card, a bottle of water of my own, because you know you're running around photographing, so you don't realize, but you get thirsty. And there's these wonderful pants that they're like double lined, and then these snow boots, my first ever snow boots. Look like some sort of urban Eskimo. Beanies, there you go. All right, let's try some landing challenges, activities. Let's see if the landing rate actually updated. It's actually working. I'd like to double check things. Fresh. There he is. Joey Bolo, 3 wins. His total went up to 8. The link's correct. Yes, there he is. This is the man of the plan, Joey Bolo, flying airplanes, digital airplanes for now out in California. We'll give him a follow if you haven't, people. All right. Okay, Discovery Flight Training landing challenges. I only have 6%. I like the epic ones, I guess. 24% mastered. Let's do some famous ones, shall we? Let's start with not the jets, because let's do Lanada Grande, Chile. Looks like a pretty place. Small public use airfield in the Los Lagos region of Chile. Its small size makes it primarily suitable for small aircraft, and its mountainous locale can turn the approach into a challenge for the unprepared pilot. Alright, let's give it a shot. The Cessna Skyhawk. Flight conditions looks a little hazy. Approach of 100 knots. They pretty much go straight in, 70 knots right before you turn to final. There's a 4-knot wind coming from 300 degrees out from the northwest. Do it. The flaps down already. Yeah, trick is I don't see the runway yet. Is that the runway over there? Maybe that's it. Thanks, Wild. If you want to get on the leaderboard, just put it in there. There's only Wild Crazy who does it. He's gonna stay on the top. That's fine. No one I would like to give an airplane or a video game better than. Let's spend time here on the stream. Nice people, especially. I think there's only nice people that come here. Alright, yeah, that's a small runway. We're 60 right now. Running pretty slow. They haven't fixed that bug yet. That horizon bug is pretty annoying. Hope they get that sorted at some point. thought they did actually. Didn't see it last time I was flying. Maybe I have to look again now. Yeah, that here is looking pretty obvious, right? Maybe I have to like flush my graphics settings. I don't know if that's a thing with these updates, if you have to like reset them or something, but weird that it still shows that. Pretty place. Wide valley. I don't think it's a road. Oh, that thing there? No, negative. That's the horizon. Maybe it's a road. I'm not gonna look too closely because I'm coming in. Ooh. Damn it. Overshot it. Not very good. Oh, I just should stop because... B! I'll try one more time. Block Craze of the Wind. Let's try it again. Incrementing Wild Craze's score to 48, almost 50, man. Alright, let's try one more time this one, then we'll go to the next one. One day I want A on all of them. By that time, maybe I'll have some rudder pedals too and a proper throttle. I'm gonna leave the flaps up right now and just put them down once I'm closer. Yeah, I don't think that's a road. That's the horizon thing. Too flat to be a road. Alright, flaps coming down.
500.
Yeah. It cuts right back there. The horizon. Hard landing, but more on top of it, and I couldn't maintain the center line. It's tricky. I think it's actually going to be worse than the other one. No worries. Hey, I got an A for that. That's all right. Look at that. Icebird is in front of me. Joey Bolo. Icebird twice. Maybe that's because of that whole situation that he couldn't... had an issue with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Flying Flabo #1 up there. Alright. Microsoft Flight Simulator giveaway. All over it like tramp on chips. Yeah, not today, I don't think. What's the... next? Let's say next time they do tramp on chips. Next time I do They have a sale. Is there a sale on Steam right now? I don't think there is, right? Game of the Year edition. They probably, I mean, the sale's probably coming soon because we have, you know, Christmas and like the insane Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Boxing Day marketing, like assault approaching us. They'll probably have a sale then. All right. When that happens, I'll do a giveaway here. Thanks for registering the interest, Zero. Hero the Alec Man. Often playing some beautiful World War II warbirds. All right. What else do we have on the famous? So we got A grade for Llanada Grande in Chile. Let's try in Germany next. Helgoland. Thought it was Legoland for a second. That was like an RAF base from World War II, you know, those lopsided A formed by 3 runways. Heligoland Airport, Dun, in Dun, Germany, located on the uninhabited island of Dun. Uninhabited? It looks pretty inhabited to me. The smaller of the 2 islands of the Heligoland archipelago in the North Sea, Heligoland Airport offers remarkable views as well as challenges to those landing here. Okay. And we're going to take the Diamond aircraft DA-40NG, which is an aircraft I like a lot. I spent like 12 hours or more flying this thing on that one race from Paris to Dakar earlier this year. Germany bush trip starts here. I haven't done a bush trip either. I should do one of those as well. I got 3 knot wind coming in from 60 degrees and coming in of 80, slow to 75 before turn to base, 72 knots on a final there. Oh, cute little island, cute little place. Look at that. Why did they say uninhabited? This is very clearly inhabited, or maybe people just work there, they don't live there. Whoa, okay, look at this. This is interesting. Where's the runway? Is it over there somewhere? Is this the I don't think this is the airplane I spent like a bunch of time in it. Maybe it's a different one. Maybe I'm just maybe it's a different version of it because I have the deluxe now. Can't see the runway. Pretty. Okay, the challenge is the sun. It's there, I see it now. The sun in my face. Full flaps. And very slow, not a lot of room there. There's that lighthouse we should try to miss. If you want to get in the landing rate, now's the time to do it. The leaderboard. You type exclamation point predict space negative sign and then a number. Thanks, Walkrace. Walkrace racking it up here, first place. Three is a bit in the way, but put the power off and just try to glide in. Not too bad. Hey, 0 to hero right at the edge of it. At the edge of it. Yeah. B, okay. And 0 to hero getting here right at the... like Michael Jordan throwing a buzzer beater. Oh, is it your first time on the leaderboard? Damn, I think it's your first time. Congratulations. Just make sure that I don't misspell. Gonna go. Euro 2. First time on the landing late leaderboard here. And it should be up there in a second. No idea what I'm doing. That's fine, me neither. I'm gonna try one more to try to get an A. All right, let's use that boat there as our landmark. Is that a submarine? Like a gas boat, natural gas carrying vessel, I think. Thank you, Wild. Do it as many times as you want. Full flaps, trimming those down tendency. Keep our nose a little bit higher here. Let's keep. I want to be able to see that runway. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for keeping me company. I love landing in this game. It's just one of my, like any flight simulator really, but this one is specific. I wish there was, if there was the damage modeling, that you could like bend and break off landing gear and stuff, it would be even better. But it's already pretty good. Thanks, Alec. Coming over to the negative 180. Basically, you're guessing the feet per minute that I'm gonna, how hard I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna touch down. The higher the number, the harder I'm touching down, and the more potentially upset our chief mechanic may get. Again, 0 to hero. Nice. And that's an A, alright. Third place with my friends here, Iceberg number 1. Look at Iceberg, 170. Joey, number 2. I'll take the A. Go back to the main menu, and I'm gonna take a little break now. Let me give another point to Alec here. Let's put some tied with Timmy Thumb with a piece in this fall 2021 landing rate leaderboard. All right, I'm gonna take a little break. And then we're gonna come and do another landing challenge. We'll stick with the famous ones for now. Try to do all the propeller planes ones. Nice, France. I thought I had done that one, but I guess not. Klagenfurt, Austria. Nighttime, a little scary. Let's try and... well, let's go for it. But I'm going to take a little break now. I'll be back shortly. If you don't mind, I am going to run a quick ad while I take this break. It'll be like about a minute or something. Let's see what they tell us that we should buy. Austria recently. Have you've been to Austria recently? There you go. I'll be back shortly. I'll leave some toasters flying as well. And I'm gonna run a quick ad. I will be right back. Thank you for being here. All right. I don't know if that even works, but someone told me I should do it once in a while. Oh shit! All right, never mind. Kentucky girl coming out of 3 viewers right when I'm running the ad. Hey Cheetah, how's it going, man? A big shout out here for Kentucky girl. Thanks so much for dropping by. When I met through I think Spock stream, and I believe her partner, is that right? A Cheetah 7786 coming in as well. And hello, Mr. Venjok, first time chatter. Thanks for dropping by. You caught me right when I was going to take a little break, but I'll hang out a little bit here. Let's do this before I take the break. Given that you were very kind of this raid, I will do one more. I'll try this Austrian landing challenge at nighttime. Klagenfurt Airport, little clanky place in Austria, maybe located in southern Austria, just 15 miles north of the border of Slovenia. Klagenfurt Airport lies nestled at the base of a shallow bowl surrounded by rolling mountains. We're going to take the Daher TBM 930, which is a turboprop single-engine airplane. And we're going to land it. It's been a while since I've flown this thing. The last time I think was when I landed on Everest with it after, I think, 4 hours of attempt. This is a turboprop, can fly that high. Got a 40-knot wind coming from 40 degrees, which is just about northeast. And on final, it should be about 85 knots, a little bit below that. All right. Oh, my pleasure, Cheetah. Happy Monday to you all. I hope you're doing okay. I'm okay. New York City, its weather keeps bumping from hot to cold, all confused. I'm a little confused as well. But I'm very happy to be piloting airplanes in the digital world here. Oh, there goes track IR. All right, where is the runway? There it is. Whoa, Pittsburgh. Yeah, I can imagine it's cold there. I was in Pittsburgh this summer. I met a couple of friends there. We had a burger at near like one of those places that's like 3 stadiums very close together. And we had a burger in a burger place there. I forgot what it's called, but it was just a burger, a place that specialized on burgers. And then we went camping not far from Pittsburgh with our friends. Let's throw the flaps down. Doing some landing challenges here. In Microsoft Flight Simulator. Where's the box? There's a poppy there. Good approach right now of the 2 left white lights and the 2 red ones. Burgatory, that's it, Burgatory. I had this giant burger that was really good. And a beer, an IPA of some sort. Yeah, Buffalo. Yeah, no, it was really good. I think I had a regular burger because I never been to the place before, but I just when I go to a place for the first time, I just like to taste their their classic, the one that's the default, and it was very good. I took the mega bus up there from New York City. You're coming a little fast, I think. Maybe a 75 knots I'm at. Let's try to crab her down and see if we can recover from this. Wasn't too bad actually. Minus 123 feet per minute. No guesses, but that's fine. Heinz Field PNC Park and PPG Paints Arena. That's it. Those are the. Oh, look at that. A in the first time on a second place. Almost up with Icebird, with one of the two Icebirds. Icebird has an alter ego. Or maybe it's that confusion that there was of the... That wasn't bad at all. Here, do you want to go see Pittsburgh right now? In honor of Kentucky Girls Raid here. Let's... are you a streamer too, Mr. Venjok? A quick look at Mr. Venjok. Is he a potential streamer as well? Yeah. All right, there goes a follow for you, sir. I'll check out your stream later. All right. Let's go see what Pittsburgh looks like right now, the weather-wise. And thank you for the follow. All right, that wasn't bad. A in the first time. Go back to main menu. Let's do a little landing in Pittsburgh as well. You know, a lot of new streamers coming in and trying their hand at this, and I totally understand that it can be really frustrating to stream and not have people. Whoa! Thank you for the cheers, man. So kind of you. The vendor cheering 50 bits here. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Banjok, and thank you for the raid, Kenta Yura and Cheetah for dropping by. Just a little guitar here on a Monday for you all. Oh, I want to become famous. I don't want to be famous. Thank you. Whoa. Stand by. My mom called. I'm just going to tell her I'm streaming. Opa, tô ocupado. Daqui a pouco eu te ligo, tá? Tô streaming aqui. Ah, opa! Leonardo e Letícia. Tudo bem? Deixa eu te ligar daqui a 5 minutos. Hello? I'm gonna take a break in 5 minutes. I have to call my mom back, but that's Portuguese. I'm originally from Brazil. My dad was English. I lived around the place. I learned to speak English in Tunisia, North Africa. Like speak it, actually properly. Turn this music down a bit. But my mother tongue is Portuguese, although these days I speak better English than Portuguese. All right, let's go take a quick look at Pittsburgh. What the situation will, maybe we'll land, let's go land by a burger. What's it called? A burgatory. There it is, Pittsburgh. There's Allegheny County Airfield over there. Here goes a city of loads of bridges. Here's the stadiums that I remember eating a burger by. I think it was one of these stadiums here. It must have been one of these. Unless there's more up there somewhere. Chizo's okay out there. Was it here? I think it might have been here. I don't know. 400 bridges? Holy moly, dude. Look at that. Look at the amount of bridges in Pittsburgh. 400? By the gods, man. You know what I remember from Pittsburgh? I went to this really like obscure and awesome breakfast place. It was like basically a little house under a big viaduct. I'm not that familiar with the city, so I can't really tell you exactly where it was, but was this big viaduct, and there was like a breakfast joint under it. It was so awesome. So biggest steel producing city in the US, known as Steel City or the City of Bridges. It's an impressive place, and you go through this tunnel to get there when you drive in. You know, it's... Let's just try to land here, either in the stadium or in this road, okay? I'm just gonna put myself with a quick thing. But you know what I'll do? I'll do this. After, I need to take a break. You guys showed up right after, right when you raided. I was going to take a quick break. I am going to take the break and call my mom back. And when I'm back, we will land in Pittsburgh. Currently landing on roads in Pittsburgh. Okay, hopefully I didn't mispronounce that. Let's see. And I'm gonna pick for this thing. Let's try. Let's go with this very happy Cub Crafters NX Cub airplane. Go with live weather. Want to join me? I am on the East USA server. I'm just gonna click right there, and I will be right back. Now I am gonna take a little break. A water closet break. Grand Tiger Martin says, sorry, I was just lurking. Had to... Dude, no worries, man. No need to say sorry. Thanks for even showing up sometimes. Yeah, this flight simulator is awesome, dude. It's out for Xbox too. You can... My favorite thing about it is you can fly anywhere in the world. You know, I'm crazy about airplanes. I love airplanes, but it's just so nice to be able to go anywhere in the world. Yeah, I could land there, but there it is, Pittsburgh International Airport. But I'm excited trying to land. I want a burger. I feel like having a burger. I want to land right by the burger place and get myself a burger. Okay, so we're gonna go try to land by Burgatory. This is what I'll do. Right after the break, we'll find out where Burgatory is exactly, and then we'll come in here and we'll land by Burgatory and pretend we can get out of the digital airplane and have a burger at Burgatory, and then a beer or maybe 5 beers, and then we take off again. All right, I'll put some flying socials on. I'll be right back. Smaller airport close where lives Chippewa. You can go check that out too. Awesome. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Hang on an arc second. Flying toasters and toasters are metaphors for pilots and aircrafts, aren't they? That's a good question, Wout. I don't know. Flying toasters is back when I was younger. Mac OS, Macintosh computers. When computer monitors weren't these flat screens we have, they were like these big, heavy things called cathode ray tube monitors. They're really, steampunk-looking, awesome things. And back then, if you left an image on the screen too long, it would burn into the screen. So, for example, if I had done this right now and I left it, I don't know, half the day or something, then these letters here would actually burn into the screen. So, screensaver was actually used to make sure that didn't happen, that it kept moving. And one of the screensavers that you bought, you paid money for, in this suite of screensaver software called After Dark, was the Flying Toasters, which was one of my favorite ones. And this is just a CSS rendition of it that I bring into the stream here. When I don't know, for whatever reason, I just thought it would be a nice little touch. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Mr. Venjok. Good to drink water. All right. Let's find out where the heck Burgatory is in Pittsburgh. Burgatory, Pittsburgh. Guys, making me hungry in this stream. Where is Burgatory? I want a map. Well, if you die, you might not go to heaven or hell. You might go to Burgatory and have a burger. Here it is. North Shore Riverfront Park. Let's put a satellite image. Oh, here you go. I was pretty close. I was pretty close. I thought it was that street, but it's like just across one. The cool thing about these flight simulators too, they teach you a little bit about geography, right? Wait, that's okay. It's over. Look in the wrong place. Am I going crazy here? Oh, it's here. Okay. Yeah, there it is. All right, Burgatory is right there. Right? Yeah, right. Oh, that street there, right there. Okay. So it's basically, there's that stadium and it's 2 streets over. We can land over in that little thing. The Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to be like here. I think there's a couple, right? It's between PNC Parks and Heinz Field. Okay, so here you go. We'll just try to land a little airplane right by Burgatory. I think it's about that street over there. Oh, actually this one, the small street here. We'll try to land it either in that parking lot or on that street. Okay, that'll be close enough for us to rush away from the airplane, order a burger. And I'm not getting paid by Burgatory. What happened here is Mr. Venjok came in. He said he's from Pittsburgh. I said I've been to Pittsburgh. I said I had a burger. He said Burgatory. I said that's the one. Copy parking lot coordinates. Let's do it. All right, parking lot coordinates, right click. Wait. I think I have to do, this is DuckDuckGo, so let's just do it like this. Let's go to Maps, Google. Let's paste in the address. There it is, Burgatory. I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna click on the latitude and longitude, and I'll paste it here. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, here's the trick. You just basically click on the world map. Okay, this world map here. Spin around Earth, go crazy. You copy that. You right click anywhere in Google Maps. You copy the latitude and longitude. Come back here, put it on the search bar. You click on the little thing. There it is. Then you click on that, and boom! Exact position. There it is. Because this is powered by Bing Maps and OpenStreetMap, I think. Alright. But we're going to try to land the parking lot above it. Maybe we can make it into the road. We'll see what kind of situation we have there. It doesn't have collision modeling. Is it night in in Pittsburgh? No, I think I clicked somewhere else. Okay. That is departure. Okay. Not night in Pittsburgh. Here we go. Wow. Thanks for the guess, Wild Craze. This is the landing rate leaderboard. If you get in the top 3 by December 21st, I will buy you an airplane for Microsoft Flight Simulator or a video game of your choice on Steam. So it's worth doing it if you, just for the fun of it. And if you don't, if you're not one of the top 3 and you get on the leaderboard, I put a link to your Twitch stream or your website. That's your choice. Here we go. What's reset? Whoa, now this is loud. What's going on? Thanks, Matt. Okay, here we are over Pittsburgh. I already saw where we're gonna land. We're gonna land, there's the big field. We're gonna land over there. It's not gonna look, I don't know if Pittsburgh is one of the cities that has photogrammetry built in. I don't think so. It's not gonna look very exactly what it does in real life, but it might be fairly close. And look at that, there's some pretty cold here. What's the temperature outside? -3 degrees, so we are gonna need some heat over here. Let me see if I remember where the carb heat is on this, the defrost is on this plane. In a while, so I've spent a lot of time in it. Oh shit. Aviates first. Where's the cabin air? There you go, cabin heat. And where is the defrost? It looks pretty close. Cool. I'm trying to figure out cabin heat here so we don't... Oh, it's getting a little better. I think as long as we don't fly into the clouds, it should be fine. A very happy little airplane. The NX Cub, new plane in the latest Microsoft Flight Simulator update, free for everyone. We have cheese. Cheese is okay. I like cheese. I love cheese. More than okay to me, but it is definitely okay in an F-18 down there. Forgot they put in the trike version. Yeah, it's super cool. I like it a lot. Like 20-something degrees right now. Really? So this is wrong, huh? Maybe when I get to the surface, it'll go to 20. Maybe up in the, I flew through a cloud or something, but you know, it's not totally accurate, but they keep working on it. All right, let's see, what the heck are we gonna do here? Now the music went down again. Sorry about this. .32 is freezing. Oh, you're saying, oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm used to centigrade. You're saying it's 20, you're saying it's cold. You said it's cold, so well, that does sound accurate. Okay. I get confused of centigrade and Fahrenheit all the time. Copy that. All right, let's see. What are we gonna do here? It seems a little windy too. I'm having a little trouble with the airplane right now. Quite windy. Trying to get her in trim. I think it's around here. There's a nice little green patch we could try landing at. But I think the parking lot may be better. I think that parking lot there is going to be it. That looks like a runway even. Not much room for error because look at the size. Oh, Matt's right behind me. Look at Matt's over here. Nice. All right. And here you go. Downtown Pittsburgh in Microsoft Flight Simulator. But actually, it looks like it has photogrammetry, like, right?
500.
Looks just it, man. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna throw the flaps back. Flaps are full down.
500.
I'm gonna try to land between those two stadiums there. If you haven't put in your landing a reader board thing, you basically type predict,
500.
and then you type exclamation point predict, and then space, negative sign, and a number.
500.
You probably want something between 0 and 300. And if you're closest to the number that I hit when I landed, like the feet per minute, basically how smooth the landing is, then you win and you get on a leaderboard. I may abort this landing. I'm just sort of coming in for a low pass and see what it's like. Okay, this is the wrong spot, so I am going to abort this one. Oh no, it's right here actually. All right. I would come in. This will be a tricky one on this parking lot because look, if I mess it up, the stadium is right there. Okay, so there's no, I can't like, dangerous. We could try landing at that little part too, but that's even less space. Let's just go, and you also have to think about what the wind is coming from in landings. I have a feeling it's coming from, I think there's a way for us to get wind speed here. I forgot how to do that. Let's see if we can remember. Menu, setup, display. Click on the on-screen, that's it. Click on the on-screen compass. More options, wind vector. That it, right? Speed and direction. There we go. Thank you, Wild Grace. Hey, Guedson! Cheers from Brazil! Opa! Cheers to you, man. Tudo bem? Thanks for dropping by. Sorry I missed that. Guedson, 25! Where are you in Brazil? I was born in the south of Brazil. I lived all over the place, really. Longest in São Paulo. Okay, so the wind is coming from... Yeah, it's coming from the direction that we're gonna land towards, so that's good for us, right? Sumaré, São Paulo, excellent. I lived in São Paulo for 8 years near Cotia. All right. And try to get into that parking lot right there. Here we go. Opa, thank you for the follow on Guerdson25. Thank you very much for the follow. Here, I'll give you a follow back after this landing. Thanks, Kentucky Girl, for dropping by for the raid. Super kind of you. As always, I'll try to drop by your stream when I can. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And I hope that you have an excellent week, all right? Thanks so much for the raid. All right, here we come for the landing. We're just gonna miss this viaduct here. I'm gonna try to... Hard landing, but I don't have a choice because look at what we have to work with here. And Mr. Venjok with a win here, the first time from Pittsburgh. An applause, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. That was a hard-ass landing, okay? My crew chief's not going to be happy about that. I mean, this is a bush plane, you know, it has some pretty sturdy landing gears. Look how happy this plane is to be on the ground and to be about to get a burger from Burgatory. It's a very happy airplane. And applause and a shout out here to Mr. Van Jock from Pittsburgh. And let me go and add him to the landing rate leaderboard. It's the Matt drop in. I hear like someone Matt's here. So awesome. An applause for Matt for sticking this landing too. Not easy. It just had, because we had to miss that viaduct there, that road. Oh man, what plane is this? Okay, for a minute I thought it was a Cessna bird dog, but it's an X-Cub, right? Very nice. Very happy plane. All right, let me add Mr. Vendrock here, and let me give a follow to Guedson25, from Sumaré, São Paulo. Here comes the follow. Even if he's not a streamer, we'll give a follow anyway. And now let me give me a second. I will go to my other little machine here and add Mr. Benjok to the leaderboard. Mr. Benjok. How do you pronounce? How do you spell it out? That's off into the sky. Mr. Venjok. All right. Put him there, and then I'll put him down here. I'm kind of crazy, so I do all this manually. Okay. It's not always gonna. This is not always gonna be able to be done manually. But for now, Jock Ultra, awesome Matt. Shout out to Matt here, an excellent friend of the stream and often flies with me. Taught me so much. Not a streamer, but he's an excellent pilot. There he goes. Alright, the leaderboard should be updated. Let's go check. I'm gonna Control R here. And there he is, Mr. Venjok. Getting on the leaderboard. Just checking if the link works. Yes, it does. What time is it? It is 3:43. Apollo's looking at me with that face. 15 minutes. Gonna be time for my cats to eat. Let me try to take off here. We'll go take a spin around around Pittsburgh, but first let's go see if we can actually see the burger joint over here. Nice, yeah, he's giving me the look. He's like, hey, time to eat. What are you doing, you know? I think it was right here, maybe? No, I think it was around. I think it was here. I think this is the burger joint. I mean, it looks a bit like Fallout 4 post-apocalyptic thing when you get this close, okay? But here it is. Hello, let's go look. Who's the CEO of CEO Burgatory? If you're hearing this, Treffrey Lucas, I guess. Oh, he's general manager. I don't know. But here you go, Burgatory. Come and sponsor me. Come and sponsor Hypertext Hero. I'm here showing up on the stream, doing free advertising for you. There's Matt doing some like maneuvering for you as well. At least give me free beer and free hamburgers next time in Pittsburgh, and we'll leave it at that. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do one more takeoff here and let's go land at one of these. Next we can go to Sumaré in São Paulo. To thank Watson for the follow here. Should we do that? Or maybe in the next stream? I'm gonna stick around Pittsburgh a bit longer. Let's try to do a touch and go on that building. UP something or whatever. I'll try to take off and see if I can take off from this thing. Alright. Potentially not an easy place to take off from. The wind is coming from that direction. You can see by like looking at those dust trails being left by my landing gear. Navigating a post-apocalyptic looking parking lot here. Let's give it a notch of flaps. UPMC. Okay, the Unicorn Papa Mike Charlie building. We'll try to do a touch and go on that building. Probably some big bank or insurance company or something, or just a collection of a bunch of different places. Okay, potentially a tricky takeoff. I'm gonna just aim at that street there and hope that I have enough leeway to... Let me do the shift. Was it shift C? Control C? Out C maybe. Out C. No, shift P maybe. Control P. Alt P, pushback. I'm trying to remember how to do the pushback. Shift P. There you go. Realistically looking at Detroit. Hospital health insurance. Interesting. All right. Hey, man. My opinion, you know, health insurance in this country is like the huge scam, you know. I don't have health insurance because it's way crazy, like expensive to get them, and then they don't. Not all of the places you go to accept it. It's just a crazy thing. I want free healthcare, please, America. 4 hospitals, damn. All in Pittsburgh. I'm just backing myself up a little bit to give myself as much space as possible here. And then we'll do a touch and go on the UPMC building and we'll go land somewhere else. I think this should be enough. A little bit more. Apollo, calma. Okay, let's leave it here. Shift P, stop. Step on the brakes. Full power. And off we go. Let's see if we can make this. A little bumpy. Run into some trees and stuff. Oh, just barely. Following the road here. And here's Matt. Awesome. My track IR is off or broken. Stand by. There it is. The Microsoft Flight Simulator bug. It turns on and off. For life is for paid insurance. It's for middle class. You see, for you insurance. Damn, do you work for them? Know all about it. Free for low income families. Okay, that's me. You know, even though I have a decent gaming PC, I do fall, believe it or not, in the low income. I mean, it's all relative, you know. There's definitely much lower income families here, but believe me, especially living in New York City, the only way I can afford to live is because I don't live. I'm not by myself. My partner Amber, we both work, but it's expensive to live here. I want to move out eventually. For now, we're here. It's been a good experience. All right, the wind is coming from behind us. Remember, it's coming from 310, 13 knot wind. It's a pretty strong wind. But since it's going to be a touch and go and not a full stop landing, we could just come in with a crosswind and try a touch and go without crashing on top of the UPMC building here. Now, if we smash ourselves down, at least we'll be right on the hospital. Have UPMC 40 for low income, have a disability, have Crohn's disease, ankylosing spondylitis, and colon cancer. Holy shit, dude. Sorry to hear that. I can understand that. My dad passed away from cancer like almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago now, so I spent a lot of time in hospitals, not here in the United States, in Italy. There's a touch and go. Whoa! That was a pretty hard one too. We'll try one more from the other side. I hope you get better and you recover. Not fun. Good to distract. Played a lot of... That's when I started playing Elite during that time. Just distract myself from the real world, you know. That's what I like about fantasy, books, movies, video games especially. Nice distraction from the real world. Comes another touch and go. Go down some flaps. Coming up with a tailwind, so it's going to be a little bit faster. Watch that wing. Whew. I aborted right in time because I was way too fast. Thanks, wow, Chris. It is what it is. People have worse than me. I wake up every day. 2 kids, married to my best friend, play game till I get away too. That's nice. You're married to your best friend. I think that's awesome. Congrats on having your kids and, you know, and sticking it out. Yeah, there's always people that have it worse than you, but it's good to... Matt's with me over here. So my favorite thing really about streaming on Twitch is meeting people from all over the world and all walks of life, and you know, sharing a bit on even if it's a game that I don't usually play. It's nice to see what else is out there, and you know, see we're all sort of in it together in this little blue marble spinning around the sun here. I'll do an outside view on. Too fast, so I aborted. Let's observe Matt, if he's gonna do it. Cool, man. I'm gonna observe Matt's potential touch and go attempt. Coming in nice and slow. Trying to keep my head on him. Be difficult. It's coming so slow. Wow, look at that. He's gonna try to stop there, dude. He's going in for the landing. Matt is going in for the landing, people. Oh my god. Oh, he just barely flipped over. Let's try it too. Let's try to land it. All right. Let's try to land it. Matt has inspired me to try to just land it on this thing. It's barely moving. I mean, it is a 13 knot wind, right? So a very good effort. All right, here you go. I'm throwing the flaps down all the way. Trimmer up. Thanks, Mr. Vendrock. I think Wildcrazer did a prediction too. Here we go. Trying to land on the top of the Unicorn Papa Mike Charlie building in downtown Pittsburgh with a very happy little airplane. Let me go around one more time. I'm coming on too fast. The NX Cub. Thanks, Hero. We'll give this guy a follow too. He's a very good pilot as well. He generally flies World War II fighters. That's where I met him, I think, in Isle-2 Strimovic. Alright, this is tricky. There's not a lot of room to roll. Yeah, you basically have to arrive right on the stall horn and as close to the beginning as you can.
500.
Oh, couldn't get it. It's port. Put the flaps up. I'm gonna try to come from this angle here, even though we will have a crosswind, but at least it gives me a little bit more of a landing row. Haven't heard about Charlie the Unicorn for half an age. I know it's uniform, the U for NATO phonetic alphabet, but I like to say unicorn because I don't know, I prefer unicorns than uniforms personally. I'm not a big fan of uniforms, although I respect, you know, the people that wear the uniforms, as long as, you know, they're not SS uniforms or something. Alright, here we go. This is feeling better because there's not like those air conditioners or whatever the heck that those things are. I'm not even gonna look at my speed, I'm just gonna try to do it by feel here.
500.
Stop! Oh, couldn't do it. Are we the baddies? Anyone, Marcus, but I can't give you the point because it was a crash. Let's try one more time though. That wasn't too bad. Well, you have to wait a little bit. 5 more minutes. Here comes that ice. Put in the heat. My cat is lying on the bed just looking at me. Yeah, my cat is sitting here. You want to come on stream? Both of them, Daphne and Apollo. They don't seem to want to come on the stream. Nice screenshot there. Walkers of 616, thank you, Walkers. There goes Matt. I'm a little too far away to see, but I think he made it. I think Matt has made it. I won't set the applause just yet because I want to see if he's actually right side up. But I think he is. Alright, flaps down. Thank you, Mr. Vandrak, for the coming in of a negative 77 and 5 feet per minute. Walker is negative 616. I think Matt's down. An applause. How the heck did you stop it that close to the edge? Like I said, excellent pilot, you know. Have to come very shallow angle, very dangerous, kind of like landing an aircraft carrier, because if you're a little bit low, then you smash into the back of the boat. If you're high, you overshoot it. But in this case, we don't have any cables or a tail hook in this plane to hook into any cables on the top of the building. Basically, stall right above and drop down on it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what we need to do. All on this thing is about just over 40 knots. 42 knots, maybe. Nose up, attitude. Oh shit! couldn't stop, so I just fell out the other side of the building. So, well, Chris, I can't give you that one because I have to stop. It has to be a landing, okay? This is not the touch and goes. This one has to be a landing. Oh, Matt's right there. Bloody hell, okay. I'm gonna try to go right in. Yeah, as the boss of my stream, I'll give myself the leeway to change the rules for this one.
500.
And that goes for you as well, Mr. Vendrak. I apologize, but this, to give you the point, this one has to be a landing. I mean, I'll say it, you know, if I say this is going to be a touch and go, I'll give it to you. But this one is going to be, has to be a landing that I don't crash and I don't go, a full stop landing on top of the building. Oh shit. Losing it in the spin. Sloppy flying here on my part. Rushing it really. Thank you, Mr. Venjok. Minus 750. I'm losing it. We're gonna land this. We're gonna land this. If Matt can do it, I want to be able to do it. You're gonna have to wait, Apollo. I know it's possible. I mean, he has a different airplane, but I think we can do it if the... What's this called? The NX Cub. Precision landing has to be all right at the edge. All right, let's change the rules again right now, just to give you guys to make your action of making the precision count. Okay, if I touch down and I don't manage to land, but I rode out the other side without crashing and I don't flip over, I will give it to you. All right. Rule has changed. So feel free to predict, and if I have to abort, I don't stop. It's a touch and go. I flip, and I'm okay. Then I'll give you the point. All right. I think I should do a Matt didn't go right against the wind. The 13 knot wind, it would be smart to go against it because that will help us stop. Full flaps. Trying to get her trimmed up. Just point her nose above the horizon to lose speed. Thank you, Wild Craze, with a minus 444 and a quarter. One of those typographical fractions. Wild Craze, a stickler for typographic nicety. Emoticons. Old school computer operator. Like myself. A little bit of ice here. We're going straight into the wind vector now. that was close. Sorry, I can't give it to you, but that was very close. I was almost, I just went over. I went through college using fractions instead of a calculator. Better than me in math, man, I can tell you that. Yeah, that was a big stale strike. Apollo, aspetta un poquillo. A tail strike of a capital K. Anything else I can do to make this? I'm pretty much like I'm landing basically with my hands, my finger pressing the brakes here. Fractions are accurate. Calculator regurgitated decimals. Yeah, like the pi and all that stuff, right? Got a little bit frozen up here flying through this cloud, but thanks, Mr. Van Jock. I mean, if minus 500 feet, round it up. Yeah, I was bad at math in school. I skipped a year to get into this school that my parents wanted me to go to in Brazil, and it was the year that it taught you all the basics, like, you know, division and multiplication and stuff, and it took me a long time to recover from that, and also I wasn't like an excellent. I'm more of a visual person. More right-brained than left-brained. Very interested in math, but just not very good at it. All right. Wow, Chris coming in minus 4 and a quarter plus pi. Thank you, Chris. I remember this kid once in my class. He was like Japanese, and he wrote like this essay in English class about. It was a tutorial on how to memorize the first 1,000 numbers of pi or something. Like, I heck wouldn't want to do that. What he wanted to write about. You know, I read it. I still couldn't. You know, I just the point. You'd read it? It was in middle school. Yeah, he was a bit of a math genius, that kid. Coming in pretty fast here. Gonna go around. I love math and science too, but I'm just bad at it. Science especially, you know, like one of my people that I learned most from is people like Richard Feynman, Carl Sagan, because I love astronomy and just curiosity, you know, and people that the most valuable people are the people who can explain complex concepts in simple language, everyday language. I think people like Feynman and Sagan are the masters of that. I picked it up after school and was exposed to all the fun stuff. All right. Joe Pernas in the house. He's coming in for so he's what the heck is he flying? Gotta concentrate here. Got a friend of the stream here from Portugal coming in. Follow, calm down. Oh, more power, more power. We're below the. Too strong. Come on, stop. Oh, so close. I had to touch down a little bit before, just a little bit before. I once created a formula. I was proud of and realizing it was already done by... Holy shit, dude. So you're like a proper... Like a Gaussian blur. The guy that the Photoshop Gaussian blur is named after? Mathematician? You must be pretty good with math then. Holy crap, dude. Eu gostaria de dizer para esse gato, calma! I just said to Apollo, I would like to tell you, please be calm. Let me finish this, Apollo, and then, wish that Microsoft Flight Simulator would remind you... Actually, maybe that wouldn't be a good thing to remember the settings, because then it would throw off your, you know, landing, your, startup and takeoff checklists. Stephen Hawking, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Bill Nye. I love. I've read The Brief History of Time. I like the new Cosmos series, although I like Sagan's the best. I haven't finished watching all the new Cosmos series. Bill Nye, I don't know. That is awesome, though. Wow, craze. Do you like Fourier? Like Fourier transforms and stuff like that? I'm amazed at that stuff, you know. It goes over my head, the math, but I'm just amazed at what it does, you know, what it can do. Oh, the carb heat on? It is. I had a Stephen Hawking book once, used it at bedtime, never got through 2 pages before it was out. Yeah, Brief History of Time. I liked most of it. The end, it kind of like, yeah, went over my head, and, you know. But, you know, it's... Oh, Chu Pennis is flying a Porter. Pilatus PC-6 Porter, a new airplane here, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm a big fan of that weird-looking beast. Was autocorrect? Okay, thanks for the prediction. Minus 450 for Mr. Venchuk. I'm in a little high here. I don't know if there's something up with my trim here, or if it's really just look at the ice now forming up here. I think there's another button I have to press for cabin defrost. I don't know where it is though. Actually, I'm using a paid one. Oh man, really? Nice. Icebird showed me that. It looks really nice. So it has like the antenna on the top and stuff. Shit, where am I? Sorry, I'm gonna have to abort. Oh, whoa. The building hadn't loaded up either. You like that plane, Chupernas? Worth, how much does it cost? Like 30 bucks or something? I'm kind of slowly falling in love with it. Only flown it a couple of times. But, I like it a lot. The built-in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I like the sort of frugality of it. I'm still waiting over there. Put on the wrong wind thing, but we'll just leave it like this for now. I'm gonna give you outside view so that it's oh my god! Can't believe I recovered from that. Almost smashes into the building. Tricky. Thanks a lot, Craig. Coming in from -444. If you're in a pit special that's been modified to put a landing gear on the roof, then it would count. But I think there's only one of those in the world, and only one crazy pilot that would attempt that. That guy that flies stunt scenes for Christopher Nolan and stuff like that. I forget his name right now, but Timmy Thumb, friend of the stream here, came on. We talked about that the other day. I wonder if an airplane ever landed upside down, and he came in with this video of a pit special. It had been modified to attach a landing gear to the roof, and this stunt pilot landed upside down in an air show. I'm gonna try to come from with the crosswind. A little bit this side. Ah! Whoa! Went upside down. What the hell? I recovered again, unbelievably. That was weird. Yeah, the angle is better, I think. The problem is it's not directly against the wind, so it's a little... You don't have as much of the wind to slow you down. But it is less obstacles. Pretty afternoon in Pittsburgh. Stunt flying here. Trying to land on the top of the UPMC building. Oh my god, too. Oh. I'm gonna have to feed my cat. Alright. Fashionably late. What the heck's this music? I think maybe it's the music. Maybe we're gonna change the music, okay? And then we're gonna be able to land it. It's like Iron Eagle. I will be right back. I'm gonna put on some flying toasters and I'll feed the cats. I'll be right back. If you don't mind, I'm gonna put a little advertisement as well. I don't know if that even works, but I've been told I should do that once in a while. I don't know if it's true or not, if everyone will run away, but let's see. Maybe there'll be an advertisement for Burgatory. There you go. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, all right? I'll give you foodies now, animal. Cool. By the way, I almost forgot. I have to give a point. I have to give not the last one because it was a crash, but the 2 landings before, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did touch. I said I changed the rule, and I did touch and went off the building without crashing. So not the last one because that was a crash, but the ones before I should give points. Okay, let's see. So one was Mr. Let's see. Was it Mr. One was Mr. Venjok, and the other one was Wow Craze. Right, so I'm gonna give that. I may be wrong, but not the end of the world. Wow Craze and Mr. Venjok. This. There you go. Should be up there in another minute or so. I have to go. It was nice meeting you. Nice to meet you, Mr. Vanjok. If you're still here, if not, wonderful to see you. I'll try to drop by your stream. And goodbye. Thank you so much. An applause for Mr. Vanjok. A shout out. Depends on your settings, but ads can disable pre-rolls for a short time. Copy. You big evil capitalist. I know, I'm a sellout. What can I say? I live in the United States. I live in New York City, for goodness sake, like a mecca of capitalism. What can I do? Let's turn off this. Let's turn... Oh, actually, let me open the door for the other cat, because I have 2 cats. One eats the other's food if I'm not watching, so I have to close the door while the other one... All right. Track IR, please activate. Compass, more options. Wind vector, speed and direction. I'm back. All right. Some heat in here. Chuperna's attempting the same thing with a Pilatus, I believe. The PC60, the paid one. I have to find a link to that thing. All right. I'm ready to put the flaps down, put a landing configuration on this thing. It should reduce the fuel to... Actually, if you're lighter, does that actually make you stop? Yeah, that will make you stop. I'm just gonna leave the fuel as is. But we're gonna be able to do this. There goes two pernas of an attempt. Matt took off again. Observing Chupernas through this sort of icy windshield here. Whoa, he smacked her down? Is he down? Another thing, I don't know if you turn off crash, you know, that's another thing. I have crash turned on, but it looks like Chupernas is down. An applause. Oh shit, the flying toasters are still there, stand by. Got help from the building. Hey, that works. As long as you don't get the Microsoft Simulator crash screen and you disabled, you have crashes enabled, you know, you don't have them disabled. Hey, that's a successful landing. Thanks for the guest walkers. Oh, that was so close. That wing hit that damn thing on the side. I have to come a little bit to the left and then put right rudder. That's all right. Wow, it's gonna turn into another. It was already another. It's a longer than usual stream, but. We have until sunset to do this. I'm on live weather here. I'm gonna keep trying until the sun sets. Oh, cool. There it is. Is Milvis known? $30. Nice. Is Milvis known for good like high fidelity airplanes for Microsoft Flight Simulator? I'm an amateur of Microsoft Flight Simulator, other than this past year playing the hell of it. I hadn't played a Microsoft Flight Simulator game for a long time. I don't think I ever actually owned one. I always played at friends' houses. Flaps down. Also available on Orbex, copy. Thank you. And you're enjoying it? A hill of a A320 out there. I like them a lot. They also made they made a Corsair. Nice, okay. Nice. Yeah, the Corsair looks really cool. I have the Spitfire, the Flying Iron Simulations one. But I just prefer flying the Warbirds in, you know, where I can shoot the guns. I think I'm most excited about is the new Cloud and IO 2. Hopefully out before the end of the year. But I'm really enjoying learning the P51 and DCS as well. All right, here we go. But Icebird was streaming that Porter, the Milvis Porter the other day, and it looked really cool. Some of the features they have about like changing what the back looks like, if it's like passengers or cargo. And it's just such a razor thin margin about crashing on the side of the building or going too far across it so you don't have enough space to stop, or right at the sweet spot, touching down right at the ledge and successfully landing and stopping on top of this building. Really treating this cub pretty roughly here. And wild craze, that's another point for you because I didn't die. Mental note, increment wild craze score by 1. 0, 0. Alright. And after this one I'm gonna change the rule again to just if I only a successful landing. That's alright. Let's try to come in through the middle. Again. Matt's down again. Wow. Pro pilot. Oh, losing it. Being a little impatient here. All right.
500.
Okay, now the rule is I have to land. Okay. K and L gates down there. Some interesting buildings, like Batman, Gotham City like buildings here. Easier in the Shock Ultra, lower stall speed. Yeah, I think the Shock Ultra is lower than this one, right? This one looks like it's around 40, just over 40 knots. I could switch to the Shock Ultra, but yeah, I think the tail draggers generally have a lower stall speed. And maybe observe chill fairness attempts here. What's this? Oh! Oh! Opa! Ah. You bastard.
500.
Bigger Ben. Maybe I'll have to switch to the Shock Ultra. That's what I yeah, I'll consciously try to do that now, but I'm trying to like slam her down harder to Stop! Stop! Oh! Let me put the brakes before. How the heck do you set the brakes on this thing? Holy shit! An applause here. I'll take that applause for this one. How do you set the brakes on this damn thing? Is it Control B? What do you click? Oh, it's on the side, I think. Here it is. My God. We did it, people. Look how happy the plane is for having landed here. Wow. Oh man, here. All right, I'm gonna put some confetti here. I want to give thanks to everyone who dropped by. Who won that? Now it's 24 hours. There was no landing regrets on that one. I have to give one more to Wild Craze though. 50th win of all time and 13th in the current season. Nobody move. Shout out to Wild Craze. And I'm gonna go and give and do a little raid. Call this a stream. Run the outro. Let's see who else is out there. We might know who is streaming right now. There's someone we don't know as well. Battery off. Oh, there's someone right here. Is that a helicopter? Chupernas! I think he's coming out of a chopper. I don't have the H, whatever it's called, chopper there, but who's out there? Who is this? Oh, Schlotz. Oh, I think I've raided him before. Two-Tone Murphy raided the other day. A Portuguese guy there. Ukando's out there. The usual bush plane flights. If there's anybody new here. One of a tractor, but it's in German. Another one is French. It's a glider with an engine. Nice. Oh, is it the jet one? Glider of an engine from a solo interest. Have a grand afternoon, Wild Craze, and thank you so much, Chupernas, for dropping by, and Wild Craze for hanging out so much today. I hope you have an excellent rest of your week. Just doing a quick little search. Here's oh, but it's German. Take a quick look at aisle 2, maybe someone on that side. Copy that. Oh, Zero to Heroes out there. Let's go say hi. All right. I'm Hyper. I'll be back tomorrow. Same place, same time. Maybe a little bit tonight as well, but we'll see. So say hi to the hero, the Alec Man. Peace out.